welcome back to my channel. It's Friday, Halloween weekend, and we have booked into a few different places over the weekend for food, so that will be coming up. But our chairs have finally arrived, so I'm going to be building my chairs because I will insert a video of Connor last night when the chairs arrived. I went to have a shower and he decided that he was going to do his best to build the chairs while I was in the shower. This is what it looked like when I came out. Connor is not a DIY man. He usually calls my ex-boyfriend Gary whenever we need something done, but we are obviously in Lisbon now, so we don't have anyone to call. But he basically gave up after 2 minutes, and I'm gonna have to do that today. So I don't care because I'm so excited to have new chairs. As I've told you before, our chairs that I originally bought for our apartment were vintage and absolutely shocking. Break every time you sit on them, and we basically have to drag the dining room table over to the couch every night to sit on the couch while having dinner. That's how glam our life is. By the way, I am just making some eggs for my lunch because I just don't know what I'm in the mood for. Honestly, like this, I know I look like crap. I have felt like crap for the last, well, it's like, what, like 28 weeks now. I'm going into my 3rd trimester and I'm still so sick. But honestly, the last few weeks have been hell, and I have had so many meltdowns and have felt just horrible in my body. It's been tough, and not loving being pregnant like brings up a lot of guilt because I wanted to be pregnant for so long and I just assumed that I would love being pregnant. And it's, yeah, it's hard trying to enjoy it when you feel this sick. Being very real with you guys, this is how I look most of the time at the moment because I literally just lay on the couch all day just feeling like crap, hoping that I'll manage to get some energy to do some work or workout or whatever it is. So anyway, I am going to make some eggs, have my lunch. I'm absolutely exhausted because I'm not sleeping very well either. So I'm gonna just try and do as much as I can today, which is, yeah, the story of my life at the moment. I'm gonna build the chairs, show you that. I'm gonna try and go get a pedicure, go and get food for dinner. I'll show you what I make, and I have found the best maternity leggings, so I'll show you them. And yeah, you can come along for my day. Okay, so this is the current situation. Our very sad table with 2 chairs. I have 6 chairs because I do plan on getting a long table for here eventually. So there's another 5 boxes in the hallway. I'm gonna get into this now. Whew. Okay, that was the most stressful thing. And I think it's been over an hour, and I've finally managed to build 1 chair. Connor came home in the midst of me realizing that he had fucked up, so I ended up calling him a pussy because he told me I was being short with him. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe, like, I am frustrated with him because the reality is that Connor's the kind of person, he's not stubborn in the same way I am. So like, I'm so stubborn that I will keep going until these are built, because also I know if I don't build them, they won't get built and we won't have chairs. Whereas Connor's answer is just to give up because he doesn't want to stress himself out, which for him is great, for me is not. So I stand by my frustration, but I shouldn't have called him a pussy. Anyway, I'm going to get my nails done now. I have to give up and finish this later. But basically, I'm not going to get anything else done today because I'm building chairs all day. So yeah, let's go.
Maybe we'll be okay. I know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home in the morning. I know.
So I would really highly recommend that salon experience. They were so sweet. You got a Werther's original at the till, which I was delighted with. But I have just walked up to El Corte Inglés, which is like the big mall here. It has like a massive supermarket, loads of shops. I'm gonna get all the stuff for dinner. I have to get back and try and finish those chairs. Does anyone else just come to the sweet aisle and fantasize about buying everything? I watched Stephanie Buttermore. She does these like food cheat days, what she used to. I've been watching loads of her cheat days lately. They're just fascinating. I feel like she speaks my language. She never gets full. But she tried the Lion Bar white chocolate, which has inspired me that I want to try the Kit Kat white chocolate, and they have it here. I don't know if you guys have tried it, but I really want to try this. So for dinner tonight, we are doing sprouts. I'll probably just have boiled because that's my favorite. Connor's gonna have charred. Then I got salmon in little, it's my favorite. And 3 bags of sprouts. Bananas, because we've run out. Pink lady apples, my favorite for a snack or for my porridge. Or tonight I might make a little healthy crumble, which again I will link the recipe below. Sweet potato, which I have become the queen of sweet potato because I do my friend's recipe. So basically what you do is you put the sweet potato, wash it obviously, put the whole sweet potato, fork it with little holes, put it in the microwave for like 10 minutes if it's a big one, and then you cut it into the wedges. And while it's in the microwave, put vegetable oil or olive oil on a pan and have that like heating up in the oven. And then you put the wedges into the tray and you put them in the oven for like, I like them super crispy, so they're already cooked basically from the microwave, but you can kind of cook them 20 to 30 minutes in the oven, but it's also much quicker. Like I find it takes like over an hour to cook sweet potato to get them really crispy if you don't put them in the microwave, so it's a really good trick. But anyway, that's that. I also got some Faggy yogurt. Connor is constantly looking for muesli with raisins in it because he says it's different to when you add them. So I found muesli with raisins, so I got him that. I got dark chocolate always, and then the Comté cheese, which is like my favorite. I'm just gonna have a few slices of that now while I cook. So I'm gonna start the dinner and also get a move on some of these chairs, and hopefully not fight with my husband anymore about it. We never fight, and earlier is like, that's like the height of our fighting. Like I'll snap at him, he'll snap back, and then he'll pretend like it didn't happen, and then it takes me a while to cool off, and then we just both pretend like it didn't happen. So which rarely happens, so I'm very lucky, but I still can't believe I called him a pussy. It's pretty aggressive. Fuck me. So good. I'll say about you. Muesli with raisins.
Oh, there's a camera there.
Yes, that's it. Okay.
Okay. I want it.
I look like absolute crap. Anyway, we have come up to the cinema for the night because it's a rainy night in Lisbon and we're going on a date night tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it. Which currently I'm barely up to getting to the cinema. I felt so sick all day. Had to drag myself to that brunch. Anyway, so Connor's gone to get the tickets. We haven't had dinner because we had quite a late lunch, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get maybe some empanadas or some pies, and then we're gonna go into El Corte Inglés and pick out some treats for the cinema. So now we're gonna get some pies. Yes?
Yes, I'm fine.
Prime Minister. I think I'll go for the chicken and nuts.
Spinach mozzarella.
And spinach mozzarella. Are you the same?
I don't know if I'll get chicken. I think I'm just gonna get.
Oh, you're just gonna get that.
Yeah.
Okay. So one chicken and one spinach and mozzarella.
Okay. Sorry, are you?
I'll just have one.
You're that one, so actually two spinach and mozzarella.
Oh.
I'm gonna get two.
Okay. So actually, 3 spinach mozzarella and 1 chicken. Yeah. Okay, we're starting in the Bicky aisle. So I've been craving these for some reason. I have no idea what they are. What are you looking at? Yeah, but what's tickling your willy?
Twix caramel centers.
Oh yeah.
Look pretty good.
So I'm thinking either
Yeah.
the Filipinos
Milk chocolate.
milk chocolate. None of the other cookies are kind of really
Tickling you.
jumping at me.
Well then let's just get the Filipinos then.
What if they're shite? We're going with these. So in the chocolate aisle, I'm thinking Dime, white chocolate, and anything Kinder. So let's see. Is that nice? Very spinachy.
Too spinachy.
I'm gonna go in for the spinach because I feel the chicken's gonna be better. And I'll finish with the chicken.
Good idea.
It's a bit cold.
The chicken good.
Chicken's better. Ooh, the baby's kicking. I like that. have the real milk chocolate and caramel flavor Filipino donut biscuits, which I'm really excited about. Then Connor chose Ritter Sport white chocolate with hazelnut. I was also craving white chocolate, so I got the milk bar. Connor then got the milk bar with dime. And then we got the Kinder Chocobons to share. And if I don't come out of this alive, it was nice knowing you. Good morning. It is Saturday. No, it is Sunday. And I'm just making my breakfast after doing like 30 minutes. Yes, that was me trying to start YouTubing today, and then my battery went. Oh, I'm such a shit YouTuber. Okay, so it is Sunday. It is I think like 12 o'clock. I have gotten up, fell sick. We do some reading of our baby book every morning. So we're currently reading this book, which is all about routine, sleeping and feeding. It is very overwhelming, and I feel like I don't know how I'm going to keep this baby alive. And I feel like it's the blind leading the blind with me and Connor. Don't know if I'd recommend this book. It's basically anxiety provoking. And it just doesn't explain very well the like routines. Anyway, we did that. I wasn't going to work out, and then I was putting my breakfast on, and I wasn't going to work out because basically I was like not in the mood to do like a high what I planned to do today, which is like kind of a weights high intensity workout. And then I was like, just because I'm not in the mood to do that doesn't mean I don't have to do nothing. So I rolled out my mat and I did 30 minutes of just low impact Pilates, and I felt great afterwards. And it just reminded me that, well, there's a few things that staying consistent with fitness, I'll bring maybe a few tips into this video, but one of the things is try not to judge or rate the quality of your workouts, or kind of rate them depending on how much you sweat or how long you do. It's more important to just show up for your body every day, and I feel that's what gets me through feeling bad about myself. If I just show up every day to do something, it just makes me feel that much better, and it makes it less about kind of looking good or how many calories you burn or how much progress you make. It's more just about taking care of yourself. Anyway, waffle over. I have to show you my chairs. So it was very stressful building those chairs. I will recommend the chairs, but I would definitely recommend getting TaskRabbit and getting somebody to come and build them, because they're very difficult to build. So the whole thing took a day to build 3 chairs, which is just, I think, far too long to be building chairs. But I love them, and once we have the 6, hopefully in a few months we'll be able to afford a long table. So I'll show you now. So we also have somewhere to eat and also somewhere to work, which I'm so excited, because basically up until now I've been working on the couch, which is a pain. And also for Connor, on days where he wants to work kind of in the evening or at the weekends, he always has to go into the office, which is a bit of a pain. He can't just do an hour here. So anyway, here are the chairs, and they are just so beautiful. I love them so much. And also because we got 6, I'm going to be putting this into the spare room for my mom when she comes. So this will be gone, and I'm going to put 2 of the chairs here to kind of complete the living area. Sorry, the place is such a mess. So yeah, I'm very proud of myself for building them, and I absolutely adore them. For the 6 chairs, we got them on Skloom. I'll link below, and they were like 900 and something, including delivery, not including building and the stress of building. Okay, so I've just done my makeup, my hair, and I'm starving Marvin. It's about 1 o'clock now, and I hate eating with my makeup on. So I'm gonna have my lunch. I'm gonna put some sprouts on. I'm gonna have tuna with mayonnaise and sweet corn. That's what I'm craving. And while I prep my sprouts, I thought I would just run you through. So I have 6 tips on how I stay consistent with my workouts. I feel during pregnancy I have finally been able to empathize with people who find it hard to work out. I find it hard not to work out usually, and obviously being really sick during pregnancy, I have found the motivation to work out is just so difficult, and it's, yeah, anyway. So number one, my first tip is to book into classes. So find a class that you like, whether it's Pilates, yoga, anything, and just like, if you can afford to go to even one class a week, it just means, okay, that's one class that I'm going to, and I can rely on somebody else's motivation and somebody else to push me through the workout. So I have personally found spin here, which has helped a lot since stopping running. Number two is plan your workouts in advance. So if you're doing home workouts, I always write out the workout that I'm gonna do the night before, and also I do research, like on Instagram I have a little workout folder that I save people's workouts that I like the look of. I save them into a folder, and at night time when I know I'm going to be doing a home workout the next day, I'll go to that folder and I'll kind of just get some ideas from those videos and then write out a little workout. But know what workout you're doing the next day, because if you don't, you'll waste time doing the research in the morning and you'll probably end up not doing it. Number three is really important. Move just to honor your body. Don't rate the workout in terms of its length, how much you sweated, you're pregnant. So just showing up for your body is the main thing. Number four, try to move the same time every day. I think this really helps because it becomes more in tune with your daily routine, and for me anyway, the morning is always the best. It means I've got it out of the way, I don't have any excuses later in the day, and for me, I'm most functional in the morning, and it sets me up for the day. It actually gives me energy, whereas when I do it in the evening, I feel a little bit more drained, and also I always feel pumped after a workout, and I don't like that feeling in the evening. So this one's super important. Like I said earlier, I was not going to work out because I didn't think it was going to be a good workout, because it wasn't going to be long enough. I didn't have the energy to do something super sweaty. So I was about to not work out. Instead of not working out when you're tired, change the workout. Just change it to suit your mood that day, your energy. If you had planned on doing a HIIT workout like I had today and woke up and you were like, oh my God, like I couldn't think of anything worse, then instead of just like, okay, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna honor how I feel, honor how you feel but still move. This is gonna build on the habit of working out and holding yourself accountable, and it will make the next day easier to work out, and it'll just build on that consistency. B, it'll make you feel good about yourself and proud about yourself for staying consistent. And C, you'll often surprise yourself with how much energy you actually have. Workouts make me feel better. So even though it's really hard to push through the tiredness, and a lot of people would say you shouldn't push through, you should honor yourself and rest, I actually don't think resting makes me feel good. It doesn't give me energy, it doesn't make me feel good about myself. So for me, doing a workout actually more often than not will make me feel better. Lastly, number 6 is to plan rest days. So like for me anyway, I think this is important because I'm really critical of myself and I'm really hard on myself. So, and a lot of women are, and especially when there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way, where, you know, to not put on a lot of weight during pregnancy, and people who don't put on a lot of weight get complimented all the time about, oh wow, you look so amazing, like well done for staying in shape and all that. You know, I feel like planning rest days is being kind to yourself and also being realistic with the time you have. I like to work out 5 days a week, or 5-6 days a week really, because before pregnancy I would usually do 6 to 7 days a week. So for me that's realistic because I know it works for me, and planning 1 or 2 rest days a week that means that when I take those rest days, I don't feel bad, I don't feel guilty. I know that I'm going to stay accountable for the other 5 days. And if one week I work out only 3 days, it doesn't matter, because most of the weeks I'm pretty good. So if it means that for you, you have like 2 or 3 kids, or you have a high pressure job, or you don't really work out that much anyway, and you want to work out 2 days a week, then just plan 2 days a week and stick to that routine so that you're not feeling guilty for falling short or failing. So that's my little rant on tips for either staying motivated in general or when you're pregnant, because I feel like it's a lot, and there's a lot of comparison out there, and like, I'll speak in the next video about like anxiety around food, because for me it's, as you know, for my subscribers and people who follow me on Instagram, I suffer massively with my anxiety around food and eating and my body, and pregnancy has not changed that. And I feel really bad because a lot of women go on and will say, oh, people ask me about how I feel about my body changing, and I think it's beautiful and I feel so good in my body. I don't feel that way, and I think a lot of women don't, especially when social media portrays very unrealistic standards of bodies, and yeah, so anyway, I'll talk about that in the next video. But I'm gonna have my lunch now, and then I'm gonna do a little unboxing for you guys, because I have found the best maternity leggings ever. And Connor was having lunch at the same time, so he did the wash up because I did it this morning, and I just came into the kitchen. Now he's washed up, he's done a good job, but this, my cucumber and sweet corn just left on the counter. He knows the cucumber goes back in the fridge and the sweet corn goes in the cupboard. Like, men are weird. Anyway, so I am gonna try on the stuff that I got from the Sports Edit with you guys, so let's do it. Okay, so I, as you know, am an ambassador for that was last year, Molly. So as you know, I am an ambassador for the Sports Edit, which is a UK-based platform. They sell all different types of fitness gear, fitness accessories, and they have, in my opinion, the best brands. When I got pregnant, I started researching the best maternity leggings, and from experience, 2 of my favorite brands have been both from the Sports Edit, and one is Free People, which I've actually talked about loads on my Instagram, and I've linked there in my highlights, but I'll link below as well. The Free People legging and shorts, amazing. But pre-pregnancy and also within my research, Beyond Yoga was a brand that just kept coming up for the best pregnancy leggings. So they're not actually maternity leggings, they're just leggings, but basically, like, Beyond Yoga, just the softness, like, I can't even explain. It is everything you'd want to be putting on you when you're looking for something comfy. And if you are going for kind of fitted fitness gear during pregnancy, I know a lot of the time we just want to be in sweats, you want something that's super soft and seamless as well. Anyway, so I'm going to try these on. So I got 2 pairs of leggings. Both are the same style. One is in this gorgeous gray. I went with small. I'm hoping that they're not going to be too small, but they are super, super stretchy. So yeah, I'm excited to be able to style these with, like, you know, Hailey Bieber style, with like a puffer and big chunky runners, and maybe wear these actually out and about instead of sweatpants, which I live in. Sorry, I'm like burping nonstop. And then I got this gorgeous lilac color, which actually, did I get in a bigger size? No. And these are small as well. So yeah, I'll do a cutaway and you can see them on. Again, just so, so soft. And then the other 2 tops, or the 2 tops I went with a size medium because my boobs are absolutely massive. So yeah, probably these won't fit me after I stop breastfeeding, but this top, which I really liked, just plain black with a scoop neck, and then this, which is so cute, an inbuilt bra, tank top, again kind of a scoop neck, and will be nice. Just sometimes you want to cover your bump. A lot of the time it can be comfortable wearing just a sports bra and leggings in classes, but sometimes I just feel it'd be nice just to cover it up as well. So this I'm super excited about as well, and I got in a size medium. So I'm going to say, after trying them on, the size medium for me, because I have massive melons, is perfect. But the size small on the bottom, I feel they are super stretchy, but I could definitely go with the size medium just to be that extra bit loosey-goosey. But the small isn't uncomfortable at all. But if you do have maybe not melons, just smaller boobs, then you probably could just go with small on the top as well. But 10 out of 10 for comfort. I am so delighted with these pieces. Thank you, Sports Edit. I also have a discount code if you want to use it, which I will pop on the screen here. So the plan originally for tonight was to be going to a new fancy Italian, and I was going to be wearing a nice dress, and now I'm wearing the baggiest jeans I own, the baggiest jumper I own, and we're going for chicken because neither of us are in the mood for loads of pasta. So anyway, that is where we're going. We're trying a new place because we always go to either these two Portuguese places on our street, because you can get like chicken or salmon and it's super healthy. You can get like salad or potatoes on the side. But we're actually going to try this new place, which is supposedly the best for chicken. Like, you know, you can get like a half chicken, full chicken, and they do it kind of barbecue style. So I'm super excited. But I'll let you know what it's like. It's in a very touristy area, so I'm a little bit skeptical, but
maybe we'll be okay. I know that you're coming back home.